A granny is locked in jail. She is 85 this year and has been in jail for 40 years. When she was young, she was the only female boss of the Korean gang and had thousands of subordinates. Even when she is in jail, she is the female boss. All the subordinates congratulate her because she will be released from jail soon, go outside and live a good life. But the day when she is released, she finds that no one comes to pick her, even her 2 sons don't come. Jae-soon, who is forgotten, can only take the subway home. On the subway, a sot who is drunk all over takes out a sashimi box, dips with sauce. When he eats, the smell stinks to high heaven. He also harassingly feeds the girl next to him. People around are indignant but dare not to care about that matter. Jae-soon can't stand it anymore, stands up and admonishes in well-meant words, but the sot looks at the small old lady in front of him with disdain. He throws the sauce on her. At this moment, Jae-soon's glance suddenly changes. Cursing words come out of the mouth one by one. The passengers on the side open their eyes wide. They have lived for decades but have never heard such vicious words. What's more exaggerated is Jae-soon's mouth still doesn't stop. She has scolded toughly for 2 stops and there is no repetition. The blood pressure of the scolded sot rises quickly, his nose bleeds but he doesn't dare to do anything, can only apologize timidly. When Jae-soon was on the road back then, she used to be a famous venomous tongue. Now she has no wealth or power, just has this old and feeble body, a sharp mouth and the guilty feeling for her sons. Because of losing her care since young, both her sons are very miserable. The youngest son is now a coach at the driving school. The salary is meager but he is addicted to the game hall, so he lives in poverty and frustration. Even when the mother who just came out of jail comes to his house, all he can serve is a table of tofu. Jae-soon doesn't say anything and gives him all her remaining money. Compared to the poor youngest son, the eldest son doesn't have to worry about eating and drinking, it's just that he married a rich daughter and has a miserable son-in-law life. At home, he is scolded by his mother-in-law. At the company, he is scolded by the boss, his dignity has been trampled countless times. Jae-soon pretends to be the new housemaid, gets into the daughter-in-law's house to meet the grandson that she has never met. At the dining table, the eldest son obviously sees her but turns a blind eye, doesn't mean to recognize his mother at all. After the meal, Jae-soon takes the initiative to find her eldest son, but unexpectedly the eldest son's first words are, "So you are still alive?" Compared to Joo-hyun, he hates his mother so much, thinks his ashamed life is caused by his mother. When sleeping at night, Jae-soon is awakened by Sung-hyun's words. She runs to the river, swears at the river, pours out the stuffy feeling in her heart and surprises the couple next to her. Jae-soon curses ruthless words and encourages herself not to give up easily. The couple after listen is extremely happy. They're employees of the TV station, in charge of a strange swearing show which is badly in need of contestants with poisonous mouths and intention. They find Jae-soon, invite her to participate in the competition. If she wins, she will get a huge money prize. Jae-soon at first doesn't want to go. Her heart is not good and she has to take medicine, so she can't be excited for a long time. But her son Joo-hyun is still in debt, needs money to pay debts. Facing the son's request, she can only agree. There is a strange swear competition in Korea, who swears most cruelly and most creatively will get a huge money prize. This contestant swears gently, lists the swearing words politely with a smiling face. If you don't know Korean, it's hard to see that she is cursing. These 2 people with enigmatic style collaborate on the stage and belittle others crazily. There are also many contestants in the service industry. They always meet many troublesome customers and have been suffocated a lot. They come to the competition today to release, but in the referee's opinion, they curse very superficially. An 85-year-old lady comes to the stage. She holds a cane, scolds the referees in front of her. She doesn't only scolds fluently, logically, and clearly, but also quickly grasps the characteristic of each referee, then focuses on denying them. The referees can't stand it anymore, raise the pass board. "What are you doing? What are you rassing? I'm still excited." Jae-soon scolds for another half an hour and stops when she hasn't fully expressed herself yet. The second round is 2 people scolding each other. At backstage, the contestants start to quarrel, but Jae-soon doesn't say anything, just watches quietly by their side. The competition starts. Jae-soon opens her mouth, says ruthless words one after another, and there is no repetition. She scolds till people cry, faint or kneel down. They feel so embarrassed and she comforts them closely. The third round is hard. It's the theme round. The contestants need to bring accompaniment to curse, and Jae-soon's opponent is a rapper. He specializes in art, directly freestyles, rapping and cursing at the same time. Can Jae-soon still win this time? The directors are all sweating for her. "Tell me what you got, baby." Seeing the opponent hand the microphone provocatively, Jae-soon looks calm. She has got to this level, what storms and waves she has never seen. Jae-soon turns her head, starts to drive the audience. First, she warms up the stage, then starts to rap. She rhymes better than the opponent, and the vocabulary is richer. When Jae-soon was young, she obviously was the mic hog at the karaoke hall. She quickly uses her enthusiasm to detonate the audience and wins this round. Jae-soon's explosion catches the attention of 2 women. They used to be Jae-soon's subordinates, had whitewashed successfully and became the expensive wives of the upper class in Korea. Back then, because Jang Soon had carried all the crimes, they could be safe and sound. They find Jang Soon, suddenly the expensive wives become the little girls. They keep apologizing and say we'll do everything for her. But arrogant Jang Soon doesn't want any connection with them anymore. Now she just wants to make up for her family by herself. That day, Jang Soon stops the grandson's school bus, wants to take him out to play. An aggressive foreign language teacher comes down, uses English to scold her, tells her to leave. Jang Soon probably understands what that means. She takes out a fruit knife silently, peels an apple and says the English sentence that she is proficient the most, "Do you want to die?" The foreign teacher is frightened, hastily lets Jang Soon take her grandson away. Jang Soon takes her grandson out to play for a day. The grandson also likes this nanny grandma more and more. For the daughter-in-law, Jang Soon uses delicious food to conquer her. She doesn't know this housemaid who is very good at cooking used to be a gang boss, and she doesn't even know this is her mother-in-law. As the swear competition goes on, Jang Soon is more famous. An opponent has the document that she had been in jail and the information of her two sons and publics him online. After the eldest son's mother-in-law knows, she is extremely angry. The incompetent son-in-law has a mother that used to be in jail. And that's the housemaid in her house. She calls two people to come over, scolds that the son-in-law is incompetent and shameless and also a big liar. Jang Soon gets angry after hearing and curses directly. She has long been uncomfortable with this bitter and mean parents-in-law, they always insult her son. But when the mother-in-law is shamed into anger and forces the couple to divorce, Jang Soon is scared again. She doesn't want to destroy her son's marriage. Because of this, an arrogant woman like her kneels down and begs for forgiveness. Seeing the mother kneeling down, Sung Hyun feels the grief that never existed before. Compared to being humiliated, the scene in front of him makes him more uncomfortable, but he still can't do anything. Life is so desperate, Sung Hyun finds a place where no one is there to hide and gradually thinks of suicide. After the son is missing, Jang Soon finds him around the streets all day and night, but she still can't find him. She can only return to the TV station, wants to find her son through a TV show. The swear competition happens to come to the last round. This time, Jang Soon listens to the opponent's insults quietly. She doesn't insult back but starts to curse herself, uses the most vicious words in the world on herself. She says she doesn't deserve to be a mother, she can't even be compared to animals. Animals know how to protect their kids, but she had left her two sons too early, made him suffer from scornful glances. If she can be born again, she will no longer chase after power and wealth blindly, will never separate herself from her sons for so many years for the so-called loyalty. These words are heard by the eldest son, who commits suicide by inhaling the gas in the car. He struggles to crawl out of the car, rekindles the hope of living. This curse moves everyone who is watching TV. Jang Soon wins this competition, but because she is so emotional, she spits out a mouthful of blood and falls on the stage. Sung Hyun comes late, looks at his mother on the hospital bed, finally lets go of all the resentment in his heart, cries and acknowledges his mother. After a period of treatment, Jang Soon leaves the hospital. The mother-in-law comes, says she wants to take her daughter go. At this moment, the two expensive wives also come. The mother-in-law sees them. Ouch, President Jang. Sister. Jang Soon doesn't care too much, says that since they can't let go, they can return the money that they owe her to her son. You don't have to say, I already bring 50 billion here. 50 billion, more than that, it's just the interest. It's not over yet, but another even more amazing person comes over. He is a congressman. When he was framed and imprisoned, in the prison, Jang Soon had saved him. Now he is here to requite. Seeing Jang Soon has such a background, the snobbish mother-in-law immediately changes her attitude, bows and smiles obsequiously, says she really has a good son-in-law. Jang Soon never entangles with this kind of person. Anyhow, as long as his sons and grandson have a good life. Finally, Jang Soon will be sent abroad for treatment. Before going, she tells everyone, don't scold each other. Say something nice is better, right? Life is too short.